What's up, guys? Monday Motivation here. It's New Year's Eve. I know a lot of you guys are probably out and about, or at the very least getting ready for whatever shenanigans you guys are going to get into tonight. I don't know. Hey, my wife is here. Could have just come home and done this, babe. Nevertheless, I don't know how many people are going to watch this, but it's the last one of the year, and I've kind of got a lot of things that I want to mention in this one. I think it'll be pretty good, so there's that. So nevertheless, yeah, let's start motivating and getting motivated. The first most important thing that I need to talk to you guys about today is just the Monday Motivation videos in and of themselves. This is something that I kind of stumbled into. I posted a video, I don't know, little over a year ago about something, and somebody liked it and said you should do this like on a weekly basis, and kind of this was born. But I will tell you though, a year ago tomorrow, that's right, yeah, a year ago tomorrow, we were on the road. We were driving up to Georgia, and it was a Monday. Is that right? New Year's Day was a Monday last year? Yeah, because it's a Tuesday this year. Okay, sorry, I don't have a lot of sleep going on right now. But nevertheless, yeah, so a year ago tomorrow, we were on our way up to Georgia, and I did a Monday Motivation from the drive-thru of a McDonald's. I think we stopped to get the kids Happy Meals. And I said, this is the first one of the year, and we talked about resolutions and how I don't necessarily like the word resolution because I think it has a lot of negative connotation. The negative connotation being that they don't ever get held up. Like, I just talked to a guy, and he's like, oh, time to buy a gym membership for the next 2 months and then cancel it. Like, that's sort of the idea surrounding resolution. So for me, it's not about resolutions, it's about goals, and goals with plans and action and organization built around them and all of those things. And so I said that day that one of the things that I wanted to do, one of my goals for 2018 was to be intentional about doing Monday Motivation videos every week. And lo and behold, here we are a year later, 52 Mondays later, and we've done it. And I'll be completely honest with you. I'm proud of that fact because I know that one time I had a stomach virus. Another time I was so sick I didn't get out of bed the whole day, and I literally shot a video in bed sick. I did whatever had to be done to make sure that those videos got posted every week. Now, having said that, it wasn't always perfect. Felicia's on here. She'll tell you there were countless times where she had to text me and say, remember, it's Monday Motivation. There were times where I was doing it at 8 o'clock at night because the entire Monday had gotten away from me. But I think there's a lesson in that, right? Like, the lesson is no matter what it takes, get it done. If you have to be reminded, so what? If you have to do it at 8 o'clock at night instead of 8 in the morning, so what? If you're sick and you have to do it in bed, when you feel like you've been backed over by a dump truck, so what? The point is, what I'm taking pride in today when it comes to Monday Motivation is the fact that it got done every week. And that's what I said was going to happen. I said a year ago that my entire premise or goals for 2018 were to be intentional. And it was to be intentional about 3 things in my life. Number 1 was about doing these videos. I said I'm going to be intentional and I'm going to do a Monday Motivation video every single week. That happened. Number 2, I said I was going to be intentional about my business. And lo and behold, here we are a year later, and I can proudly tell you that I've doubled my productivity from 2017 to 2018, year over year. I set a goal at the beginning of 2018 that I wanted 50 new clients. Fell a little short of it, 44. But still, if I didn't set that goal, I might have been at 24. So there's a lesson in that. Like, set goals, even if they're goals that you think are unattainable. Set them. Because if you fall short of them, I promise you're going to end up in a better place than you would have without setting the goal. What else? And weight loss was the other one. I said I was going to be intentional about losing weight in 2018. And what a lot of you guys don't know is that was actually a health-related decision for me. My A1C level, which is a 3-month average of your blood sugar, had started to elevate. Not to dangerous levels, but to levels that I didn't like. Levels that I didn't want. I didn't want to be diabetic. I didn't want to have to take medication or insulin or any of that. And so once they started creeping up at all, why is it so dark? Like, goodness gracious. Can you guys even see me? The screen is so, is it my screen? No, I'm at 78%. Hello. Oh well, if you can't see me, you can at least hear me. So, nevertheless, I made that decision for health-related purposes that I was going to be intentional about losing weight in 2018. And today, I'm 82 pounds lighter than I was a year ago when I made that proclamation, when I set that goal. Now, it's time to talk about next year. Enough patting ourselves on the back. You can see me? Okay, good. It's really dark on my screen. I can barely see myself, but whatever. So enough patting myself on the back for being intentional and doing the things that I said I was going to do in 2018. Did it? Great. We'll celebrate it tonight. You guys will shoot fireworks off for me. It'll be a big parade. But then tomorrow, it's a new slate. It's a new blank page. And so what are we going to start on for 2019? And all I can tell you are my own goals for 2019. Everybody has to come up with their own. TJ, what's up, man? Everybody has to come up with their own goals, right? And these years, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, like they're bookends, but they're really just hypothetical guardrails, right? Like they're little benchmarks for us where we can say, all right, this is the set time frame that we've allocated for us to accomplish X, Y, and Z. I mean, the truth of the matter is I said I was going to get 50 new clients in 2018. I got 44. 2 weeks from now, I'll probably be at 50. I'm still going to be proud of that. Like, I'm not going to hang my head and go, oh, I got them 2 weeks too late. Like, so at the end of the day, don't get so hung up on years and dates and, windows of time that you can't appreciate what you get done. Congrats on the weight loss. Thank you. We're going to talk about 2019 weight loss goals and how we're going to ramp that up. So I lost 82 pounds in 2018, 2019. TJ, I'm going to blow your socks off. You won't believe what you see. So anyway, here's what I will tell you. If 2018 for me was about being intentional, 2019 for me is about seeing it through. And so that's what is going to be my entire goal, my entire message, my philosophy for 2019 is about finishing the job. Follow through, seeing it through, completion. You'll hear me talk in terms like that throughout all of next year. And here's why. I'm not where I want to be. Like, yes, I wanted to lose weight. I lost 82 pounds. That's great, but I still don't weigh what I want to weigh. My blood sugar's down in normal range now. Like, that's not a worry for me anymore. But that doesn't mean that we let off the gas and just stop. Like, I want to continue to get better. I want this perpetual improvement in my life. Not just for me, but for the people that I care about most. And so in a quest for that perpetual improvement, I set myself up in 2018 for a lot of great things. Like losing 82 pounds this year was a heck of a jump start for me to be at 150 or 200 pounds lost a year from now. Getting 44 new clients in 2018 and doubling my productivity over 2017 was a great jump start for me to again double productivity next year in 2019. Being intentional about doing these videos every week was a great start. But what do I do now? Do I say, I said I was going to do Monday motivation video every week throughout 2018. I did it. Now we're done. And then make this the last Monday motivation video ever? Of course not. That'd be ridiculous. And so therefore, I don't want to give up on any of those goals. And so they're not new goals. Like you don't always have to go, okay, last year I wanted to quit smoking. And so this year I want to start going to church more. Do both. Do all of it, right? Like I made tremendous progress last year in those 3 areas that I wanted to see improvement on in my own life. And guess what? For 2019, it's the same areas. I mean, I took the ball from my own goal line and got it out past the 50. Guess what 2019 is about? Punching that thing in the end zone, man. Like that's what it's all about. So because I like numbers and what can be measured actually gets done, I'll tell you this. I lost 82 pounds in 2018. The goal for 2019 is another 100. So a year from today, well, that wouldn't be a Monday, would it? Haha, tricking you guys. Almost a year from today, I'd like to be sitting here having a very similar conversation with you guys, talking about the fact that I lost another 100 pounds. 2018, my goal was 50 new clients. I picked up 44 new clients. 2019, my goal is 100 new clients. I'd like to be sitting there about a year from you today, talking to you guys, saying, hey, I just picked up 100 new clients in 2019. What a blessed year it was. Unbelievable. If I'm at 80, great. If I'm at 90, great. I don't care what the number is, but I'm going to set a high goal, and God willing, I'll attain it. Monday motivation. So how do we make this better? Let me tell you why I want to make it better first. I'm going to try to not get emotional here. This was such a one-off thing for me doing these videos, and the one question I get more than anything is, how are you always so positive? Like, how do you always motivate people? How do you always find the energy to do that every Monday, you know? There are Mondays that I have zero desire to do this. I mean, I have Mondays just like anybody else. I have Mondays that, I mean, you guys don't even know some of the Mondays that I've had in 2018. And there were days that trying to come on and put on a strong face and give a strong positive message to you guys was probably the hardest thing for me to do. And one of my best friends in the world, Richard Fika, who knows me as well as anyone, if not better, I mean, there were days where he would call me or text me and he would say, that was not you in Monday Motivation today. He's like, tell me what's going on. Like, that was not you. And so some people that know me really well could probably see through it, but I did it, and I did it in the strongest, bravest way that I possibly could on those really bad days because I said I was going to be intentional about it. But what I would tell you is the reason why I was able to do it on those bad days, and the reason why I'm able to remain positive no matter what the circumstances are, is because I know there are so many people out there in far worse circumstances that I could ever imagine. And for some reason, those people take my message and it means an awful lot to them. I can't tell you how many times throughout the course of this year I've had people come up to me and they're like, man, I love your videos. God, keep up those videos, man. I really count on those videos. And at first I'm like, well, what videos? Oh, wait, yeah, Monday Motivation. Is that what you're talking about? Monday Motivation? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that means a lot to you? I can think of 4 stories right now off the top of my head, and I'm not going to go into detail on all of them, and I don't want to embarrass anyone. But I will tell you about one, though, and I'll leave names out of it. But I've got a friend, and his wife is battling cancer right now. And he came up to me one day, and he said, man, I just love the Monday Motivation videos. I watch every week, and he does watch every week. I see him on here. And he said, you know, the best thing about Monday Motivation for me is that Mondays are typically hard for my wife going through the chemo treatment. And I just love that I can go take your message and bring it to her and let her watch it. And it gives her just a little piece of positivity in what would otherwise be a really rough day throughout a really, really rough journey. I mean, if you can't take whatever is going on in your life that's bad and crumple it up and throw it aside and tough out a 3-minute video when you know that there are people out there that are that impacted by your words, there's no way I couldn't do it. So, first and foremost, I'm so grateful for this platform because it's shown me the impact that it can have on other people's lives. I never would have ever imagined that. This was just something I did. Like, you know, hey, here's a thought. Hey, focus on this. Hey, let's try this week and circle back and see what that looks like. It was never really a big thing, but man, was it a big thing to some people. And that was eye-opening for me. Like, truly, truly eye-opening for me. And so what I would tell you is this. I will again be intentional about doing this every Monday. Moving forward into 2019, I will also be really, really intentional about being more prepared for it. I've done a lot of this just sort of ad lib, off the cuff. You guys know me. I'm a talker. You know, I worked in television for 9 years. I can do this and still relay a really, really positive message. And so I want to continue to do that. I'll never do it in a way where it's so polished or so produced that it doesn't seem genuine. It'll still be me and it'll still be genuine. But I want to put a little bit more effort into it from a production standpoint and also from a material standpoint. And so what that means is I'm going to carve out some time during my week to actually lay out my thoughts of what I wanted to talk about on Mondays. I've never done that, by the way. All these Monday motivation videos have literally been turn on the camera and go. And whatever's here just comes out. Today included, by the way. There's no notes. I'm in my truck in a parking lot. So I want to make it look better and I want to make it sound better. And so that's going to be my goal for how I make this video segment better. Additionally, what I've decided to do, and I've already started the process of it, is to actually create a YouTube channel. And I've kind of gone back and forth on that for a couple reasons. Number one, I want to do it. I like the concept of it because I think that it allows me to deliver my message to far more people. But in doing a YouTube channel, obviously it wouldn't be live like this. It takes away some of that interactive feel, unfortunately, because they would be pre-produced videos and then uploaded to a YouTube channel. It wouldn't be live like this in this Facebook format. And I like the live format. Like I see you guys right now hitting like buttons and love buttons, and that fires me up. I'm like, oh man, somebody liked what I just said, even though I think it's on like a 10-second delay. So there's no clue what you're really liking. I can see who's watching. People can ask me questions. Dawn Murphy, 100 pounds in 2019. So it is. Right. Speak it into existence. Let it be heard. No doubt. Tony Jones, keep grinding. Like, I love that input from you guys, and I love being able to be interactive like that. But at the end of the day, I think the ability to do something that's a little bit more polished and also have it impact more lives just wins out. And so I'm in the process of starting a YouTube channel that I'll have up and running by next week. So the first Monday of 2019, I may do a little something Facebook Live just to kind of transition people over to the YouTube page. But once I have that YouTube channel up and running, I would ask all of you guys to subscribe to that, and it'll notify you when the videos come up, and let's just see what that does. It's a new platform. It's a larger platform. It'll allow me to pre-produce stuff instead of doing Facebook Live, which I can use some of my editorial background from television, make it look better and a little bit more polished, and let's just see where it goes. Who knows? Maybe 3 months from now, I'll be like, yeah, I like the raw Facebook Live feel of it. Let's go back to that. But nevertheless, so that's my goals for 2019 are to take all of those seeds that were sown and watered and nurtured throughout 2018 and bring them to harvest. It's really all about finishing the job, completion, taking the ball across the goal line into the end zone. And I've never been more confident of accomplishing future goals and future successes than I am right now. 2018 was all about setting me up for 2019 successes. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. I am staring down the barrel of exactly where I want to be. And that is such a great feeling. And I'll tell you this much. 5 years from now, I think that I'll always tell people about 2019. 5 years from now, I will say, man, 2019, it just took off. All those things that I wanted to see, they happened. And they just, explosive blessings came flowing into my life and my family's life. 2019 will be that kind of year. The kind of year that I point to and say, that's where it started. That was a banner year. But in all of that, I hope that I never forget about 2018. I really don't. Because everything that's about to happen in 2019 was propped up by 2018. Everything that happened. Let me tell you some of those things, by the way. I told you about hitting the goals, right? But I never really told you how I did it. I started working with a business coach this year, Linda Straight to Success Coaching. One of the best decisions I've ever made, personally and professionally. Hear that, personally and professionally. Not only have I seen, 100% growth in production in my business, but she's changed the way that I think. She's taught me the importance of living a life by design and not by default. She's taught me to guard my thoughts and my words and not give life to negative beliefs and limiting beliefs and speaking positive things into existence. And I've seen the fruits of that. I've seen the effects of that. That was something that happened in 2018. And it paid off in 2018, but not like it's going to pay off in 2019. Same thing with joining a BNI chapter. I joined a BNI chapter, Go Givers chapter in Largo. We meet at East Bay and Belcher every Tuesday morning at 7:30. I went into it very skeptically. I'd heard all the things that people had to say about BNI and, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't really want to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning every Tuesday and all the reasons why I couldn't or wouldn't do it. One of the best decisions I've made, both personally and professionally. Again, hear that. Not only has it helped me to grow my business, and I now have a team of 40 plus people that are out there promoting my business for me and generating referrals for me and my business, but I have made unbelievable friends through that organization. I mean, people that I talk to on a daily basis, and not always about business. And those people know who they are. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you guys. So again, things that happened in 2018 propped up all of the successes that are coming in 2019. The weight loss. It was a keto diet. I didn't know anything about keto. And I'm the type of person that if you talk about something too much, I'll tune it out on principle. Like, oh, gluten-free, guys. You can't eat the gluten. I'm like, stop. I've heard enough. I'm so glad I did not tune out the talk of this keto thing. And hear this very clearly. I'm not telling you that you should do a keto diet. I'm not promoting it. I'm not saying it's right for you. I don't know what's right for you. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm none of that. But what I will say is this. It has been the easiest diet for me to maintain. I've seen tremendous results from it. And I've seen how as I'm doing it longer and longer, the results keep getting better and it actually gets easier. That's normally the opposite for me. Most of the diets that I've been on in my life, as I stay on them longer, the results slow down and my desire to cheat gets greater and greater. This is the first diet I've ever had where I'm to the point where I've cheated over these holidays, like not eating keto. I haven't cheated like I really could have. I could have been crazy and I didn't necessarily do that, but I haven't truly been in a ketogenic state for probably 2 weeks now. I can't wait to go back to my diet. I can't wait to feel like I feel when I'm on it versus how I feel now when I'm out of ketosis. And so whether that works for you or not, that's not my point. I'm not promoting it. I'm just telling you that's another thing that happened for me in 2018, something that I became aware of in 2018 and opened my mind to it, and it allowed me these results. And it's cool to say I've lost 82 pounds this year, but it's going to be way cooler next year when I'm telling you that I'm down 182 pounds. And so that's another opportunity for me that came about in 2018. So this is getting long, although now all of a sudden I see like everybody's coming in. Adam Filthout, Eric Bolin, Melissa Brown. What's up, guys? So listen, most importantly, if you missed the beginning of this, I'll share it. You can go back and watch it, whatever. The overall purpose of all of this is good things happened to me in 2018 that have now set up opportunities for great things to happen to me in 2019. I had to start things from scratch and find new ways of doing things in 2018, and I did. And they're just teetering on that point of really taking off. And that's why I'm so confident in saying that 2019 will be a banner year. I'll point back to it and say that was a year of tremendous blessings, but I'll always remember 2018. Good, bad, ugly, and indifferent. I will always remember 2018 because the things that happened this year set me up for what's about to come. I hope you guys feel the same way. Be grateful for every year. Like, bad years are better than no years. I promise you that. Be grateful for every year. Don't get locked into the dates on the calendar. You know what I mean? Like, if I accomplish something 2 days from now, it doesn't mean that it wasn't because of what happened in 2018. Just because it came in 2 days late. Like, don't get so locked in to those barricades that, like, oh, something bad happened on the 31st, but something good happened on January 1st. So 2018 sucked and 2019 is the best. Like, slow down with all that. Just be grateful for every day. Every single day. Melissa Brown, you know about bad years. You genuinely know about bad years. Like, be grateful for every day. Every year that we have above ground beats the alternative. I promise you that. Whatever you get next year, it's because of what you've been through up to that point. Good, bad, indifferent, doesn't matter. So what I would tell you is this. 2018, we were all about being intentional. Picking areas of our life that we wanted to improve on and being intentional every day. Day in, day out, week in, week out. So that we could sit back a year from now and go, oh, check out those results. Doubled my business. Lost 82 pounds. Started this Monday motivation movement. I don't really think it's a movement, guys, by the way. I'm totally joking. But like started all of that. Like, I can sit back now a year later and go, wow, look at the results. That's amazing. Had I been focused on those results for the last 365 days, we would not be here today. I wasn't focused on the results. I was focused on the process. I love the process. I love eating the way that I eat. I love going to work and building my business. I love connecting with you guys through Monday Motivation. Fall in love with the process and the results will come. Focus on the results and you won't even get through the process. You'll completely fall off the rails. That's too long term. That we don't have 365-day focus. We have like 24-hour focus. Think about how you're going to get better tomorrow, and then 365 tomorrows from now, you'll be blown away at where you are. That's it, man. What a great year. What a great year. I just feel like I've been set up for so many tremendous blessings in the coming year. And I'm not even talking about June. Some of these blessings are weeks away, and I just can't wait to receive them all. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for always watching this. Some of you guys literally watch this every week. It blows me away. I'll get the YouTube channel up and running. I'll come back and let you guys know about that. Like I said, next Monday, I'll probably still do some sort of a Facebook Live just to let people know that the YouTube channel is up and running. Anytime you guys ever have any questions, if there's ever anything I can help you with or share any of the wisdom that I've gotten through Linda, who's my business coach, and life coach, everything coach for that matter, I'm always willing to share that information as well. So let's just go out and make this an unbelievable 2019. Take today, think about where you were a year ago compared to where you are now. Celebrate the advancements, and then let's pick 2 or 3 of the areas that you're not satisfied with, and let's really drive them home in 2019. And every week, check back here on Monday Motivation, and we'll keep talking about little tweaks to the process that can help you get across that finish line. Onward, thank you. Happy birthday, brother. Wifey, love you. You know that. TJ, man, if I can motivate you, TJ, I can motivate anybody, man. I love Tony Jones is that dude. I need to get over to Orlando and see you soon, bro. All right, guys, that's it. Have a safe New Year's Eve. Some of you guys get so carried away with some of this foolishness. Like, just be safe. Make it to 2019 so that next Monday we can actually have something to talk about. All right, guys, I love you all so much. Love one another. Make it a great week is what I normally say. How about make it a great year? 2019, this whole Monday Motivation group is coming after you with arms wide open for the blessings that you have in store. Can't wait. Love you guys.